adventure.
Yeah.
Whew.
Well, I typed in there. I was like, well, according to the rules that we can do an unticketed lobby and submit proof
Yeah.
afterwards, we're going to do that.
And we waited for like 25 minutes
Yeah.
there. Like,
That was ridiculous. So, all right. Well, welcome to game 2 of George Please versus Excellent Era. This is TJ Sutton the mic again, along with Golgi App once again. We are set and ready to go after a long break for game 2. Whew.
some technical difficulties, I suppose.
Yes, thank you all for sticking around if you're here to watch some Dota action. So
Exact,
some very the same
exact
bands.
same. Yeah, exact same so far. And if the Storm Spirit comes out here, we got the Four of a Kind. Exact same as the last one.
Do you think this Dire team, I mean, do they let the Storm Spirit through and consider banning the Skywrath because of how much the Skywrath had an effect on this last game, or do you think they just let it go through and handle it?
They banned Sand King, which is what they picked the Skywrath Mage anyways, yeah. I mean they banned one or two, right? I mean the reason why Skywrath Mage was so successful is there because he was paired with the Sand King. So I mean I guess they determined that they could deal with the Sand King, like they could deal with the Skywrath Mage and they couldn't deal with the Sand King, which I think is a better choice. The banning the Sand King is because like Sand King can be the stronger enabler, and Skywrath Mage, if you apply enough pressure to him, he does fall quite quickly.
As long as he doesn't get to sit on those back lines and just throw out spells.
Yeah, exactly. I have like a perfect, CC King in front of you, making sure no one gets to Skywrath Mage. Yes, Skywrath can do a lot of work. Disruptor coming from the Dire aside. So this is typically a support that you want to take on a team that runs at the enemy team, because Disruptor is most efficient when enemies are trying to run away from you, because then you can glimpse them right back in.
And also
And Bristleback is a
the added benefit of glimpsing people back to Fountain when they TP
yeah,
in.
yeah. So like a really aggressive pushing lineup can be very good with it. Obviously, we're diving enemy's tower, someone TPs in to help, you're like, no, go away. So Bristleback is a perfect pick for that. You want to get away from Bristleback, and as soon as you try to run away, you'll get glimpsed back and just get more close sprays until you die.
Yeah, we'll see how they handle this Bristleback, one of the highest picked and OP heroes of this current meta, or very powerful at the very least. And there's
Yeah,
your Lina.
yeah, Lina coming in, one of the better mid laners currently also. Yeah, Bristleback is so powerful, I feel like also because you can take him in so many lanes. You can pick him early like this, and you can feel free to send him off lane. You can feel free to send him mid. You can also feel free to send him to a safe lane. And he excels in all three roles right now. He just wants to take his best matchup, basically.
Once
So
again, another
something that
Droban.
yeah, they just don't like playing against draw. Looks like Dire has a very set ban heroes usually, and draw being in one of them. They just don't want to deal with that, the draw strat. And Radiant has a pretty strong draw lineup if they want to pick a draw here. Skywrath, Lina, both incredible auto attack ranges. And they can really push that early game advantage with the damage. Something that the Radiant should look for right now for their safe lane is someone that can carry a Silver Edge, or they can get offlaner who can carry a Silver Edge too. So those currently like Slark works. Legion is another one that's pretty popular. Lina could actually get it. If they don't pick any other Silver Edge carrier, Lina is a decent Silver Edge carrier. She can just build a Shadow Blade and upgrade it later into a Silver Edge.
Do
Because
you,
otherwise, this Bristleback's going to do a lot of work.
I was about to say, yeah, she can build it, but I feel like she wants so many other items before a Silver's Edge. So do you think by rushing, so
Yeah,
she
she
either
definitely doesn't rush it.
Yeah, so she either rushes it and misses out on all those other items, or by the time that she does get those other items and then gets a Silver's Edge, is it too late though? Because Brittlebacks had
Yeah,
all the time to run rampant.
yeah, that's the crux, right? That's why Radiant I think still wants to find a proper Silver Edge carrier like Legion and a Slark who can get it as their first item pretty happily. Troll is another one that can do it too. But yeah, Lina, you definitely want to get like at least one other item, usually a Bloodstone before you pick up your Silver Edge. So yeah, that might be too slow unless Lina gets fed early game.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they're gonna pull something else like a Slark or yeah, a Troll. I think would be a good one too.
Yeah, the draft is still quite open so far. Skywrath and Lena can fit into a lot of compositions. Dire decided to go for a Nyx Assassin, still keeping their theme up with an aggressive team so far. It's also a good pick against Skywrath Mage or
Yeah,
even Lena decently. Like you can easily get Spike Carapaces off against those guys. You see Skywrath Mage laying down his Mystic Flare, you can just pop your Spike Carapaces, walk in and out, and Skywrath Mage gets stunned for 2.5 seconds.
yeah. I was gonna say I really like this Nyx pick. Both Lena and Skywrath are susceptible for fairly squishy heroes that if snuck up on and he has a Dagon, pretty easy to
Yeah.
pop one of them quickly, catch him out slightly out of position or something, and then a
So
Sven.
Sven picked up by Radiant. He's not a good Silver Edge carrier, but of course they still have an offlane open, and as we mentioned before, Lina could get it the last resort.
So what offlaner do you think that they'll want to pick up that could be a possible Silver's Edge?
Um, Currently the only big one right now is Legion Commander. She's, I'd say, the most in meta, quote unquote, character that can carry a Silver Edge. Otherwise, I'm trying to think. There really isn't much. I mean, Magnus can get it, but Magnus wants a blink for them. Blink into Silver Edge isn't terrible, but then again, then you have to get your auto attack off when you're using your Silver Edge. That's not what Magnus usually wants you Silver Edge or Shadow Blade mostly, just to get positioning and then blink in and ulti. So not really a proper person for it either.
A Jakiro, more lockdown. Yeah, man, they have a
More
lot of
aggression.
lockdown.
Yeah, and this is also an early game push hero. And we talked about how Disruptor can also aid quite heavily in that early game push lineup, preventing enemy team from TPing in to help.
And another quite tanky support. There's the Legion, like we were
Yeah,
talking
perfect
about.
pick. Legion is happy picking up a early Silver Edge against this Bristleback. And
So
character that's tanky enough to probably be able to handle the Jakiro Disruptor and whoever their carry is lane. At the worst, you can always excuse herself into the jungle.
yeah, so I'm trying to look. What they need another support? I don't think this will
Um,
be a Lena support.
no, I'm assuming Excellent Era wants to pick up a final pick support. I think they pick Legion Commander here because they don't want to get banned. So they probably want a probably a initiating focused support because currently Sylvan and Legion Commander are decent initiators, but they're not the optimal initiators because you don't want your carries to go first. And Legion Commander needs to focus on Silver Edging the Bristleback. So, like last game they had Sand King. Someone who can fill a similar role would be nice.
So, like maybe a lion to blink Hex, or you could do an Earth
Slardar could
Spirit,
be okay. Also,
Slardar.
Earth Spirit. If they have an Earth Spirit player is great. If they want to go a little greedy, they can. I don't like the Enigma here. If they want Enigma, they could, but it's not good. Next Assassin just kind of, yeah, destroys them, and Disruptor also destroys them too. Yeah, Enigma looks pretty bad.
Yeah, I
I
think a
mean, even
Slardar
if they
could
don't pick up
work
a,
well.
yeah, even if they don't pick up a initiator, Sylvan and Legion Commander can kind of put together a semi-initiation. But yeah, I think Thanking would have been great here. But it was a good ban from Dire. Another thing to mention is that Skywrath Mage and Legion Commander is a very good duo combo that Radiant has. It's kind of similar in vein to the Chrono Mystic Flare combo we were talking about in the last game that was banned out. Legion Commander just dual summon Skywrath Mage, lay down the Mystic Flare, and the character's dead.
Yeah, yeah, and the fact that when you duel him, he turns to face you, so you don't have to worry about all that quill back spray. Whereas with like a Slark or something, oh, Bloodseeker.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is either a Lina support or a jungle Bloodseeker if they want to get super greedy, or I guess a jungle Legion. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to be running a two support lineup or a jungler lineup.
I've seen a
If they
lot of
do,
people jungling
randomly.
Bloodseekers, so
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a possibility, but of course that means their lane's going to be very weak, and against the insanely strong early game with Dire, it might it might be a bad idea. So I hope they run the Lina support because I'm not sure if they can afford to have a jungler against this lineup because Jakiro can take towers incredibly fast with the backup the all Bristleback and Disruptor next. They can become incredibly safe also. I
so
wonder what's the idea behind Bloodseeker.
I really because none of these heroes are super mobile, like or
Yeah, I guess
mobility dependent.
Bristleback, but Bristleback can just like sit there with his back turned and just wait out the rupture duration. It's a little
Yeah,
interesting. It's the only one that I can see Rupture being incredibly good against is Bristleback, but he has a lot of teammates back him up. He can just stand there while his teammates protect him.
unless they're trying to force staff gaming and just rupture force staff someone all over the place.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't
So
know what they really.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind
yeah.
of an unusual pick. Ooh, an
Yeah, and even
Ursa.
if they don't run a I don't know, they gonna have to learn this jungle, I feel like, because it'd be so weird. So do you take Legion Commander mid if they don't have a jungler, right? Legion Commander goes mid then. Lina, Skywrath are supports, Sven safe lane, Bloodseeker off lane. Yeah, that sounds awful. So I'm assuming they are running a jungler here.
Yeah, and then I'm assuming this Ursa's mid, or it could be a mid Jakiro.
Yeah, that would be hype.
Yeah, this is going
I'm
to be an
assuming,
interesting
yeah,
game.
Ursa probably mid. Bristleback going to the safe lane, Nyx Assassin off lane.
That's what I was thinking.
They could also mix up the Bristleback and Ursa. Bristleback can go mid and Ursa can go safe lane. But probably Ursa safe lane. Ursa mid is probably better. He has a lot more kill potential there. Although Ursa backed up with the Sword Jakiro can do a lot of work also. But as long as the enemy plays safe and just don't get glimpsed back to a dangerous position, they should be okay.
I got a pause coming out. Sounds like a dot pause.
10 seconds.
Yeah, Nyx Assassin still hasn't picked his character. Oh, there it is. Dorothy is in the game now.
We'll see. We'll see if we get an early first blood this time. I think they're
Yeah,
going to be. I think they're going to watch that top lane a lot more closely.
that early game engage was pretty nuts. That's what got the Skywrath and the Sand King up to such a good start, picking 2 kills right off the bat.
Yeah, I like what they did because in that early game they kept going for the supports and they bullied the supports so much that the supports were like, okay, we can't do anything. Like we need to leave, and then they left, and then the Razor was just there, and he had no one to help him out, and then they just abused him.
Yeah, pretty sad Razor game. Yeah, there's this laning phase doesn't work out, but the laning phase, I feel like they focus on the laning phase a lot harder in this draft. So hopefully it goes better for them.
Yeah, so, all right, well, I'll introduce the Radiant team once again. So we have Sargod on the Sven. We have Kissy Bear on the Lina. Watashi on the Skywrath. Ferris on the Bloodseeker. And Oddlaw on the Legion Commander. Goldie,
And over on the Dire side, we have Freaky Greeky Khaleesi on the Ursa, Aggie playing the Bristleback, Sanguine Penguin on the Disruptor, Boop playing the Jakiro, and finally Dorothy on the next Assassin. So it looks like they're not going to have a jungler here. Or Bloodseeker is going jungle. He has Iron Talon. That's weird. I thought maybe Bloodseeker was going mid, but Lina has Looks like Lina's items look like a support lineup. Oh no, Skywrath is mid. Okay, that makes sense. So they do have a jungler. Skywrath, they're going to be taking him mid since it worked so well last game. They want a core Skywrath. And Bloodseeker is going to be having fun in the jungle.
Yeah.
Lina having that solo support role.
Looks like they're
They'll be
invading.
this room.
Yeah.
Easily pushes Dorothy out.
The battle begins.
They secure themselves a triple rune here. Bloodseeker's gonna be very happy about that. Get a 100 gold lead, or they can just feed this event 200 gold from the start. Now they're gonna share the love.
For the twins.
Bristleback TP in.
Oh, is this a Nyx assassin mid? Interesting.
This is going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, Nyx assassin versus Skywrath mage mid. Definitely a little bit off meta here. But, you know, as we saw last game, these teams definitely aren't scared about going off meta and playing something unique and different.
Impale coming out early, trying to push back the Skywrath in the mid lane, but he misses the Impale.
Yeah, he wanted to get the 2 last hits with it, but level 1 Impale doing very little damage, and he actually misses those 2 last hits.
So they actually are just giving up this lane on the top lane. Legion's jungling over here, and Bloodseeker over here on the safe lane, and they're just letting the Ursa have a free lane here.
Yeah, I mean, this makes sense a lot for Legion. Legion, this is how it usually goes because she knows she can't really fight into a tri-lane by herself in the early game. Once she gets decent points, the overwhelming odds, she can do it. But until the creeps start pushing in, like right now, she should be going, yeah, she's doing it, and then she'll be able to get the experience from the 2 range creeps. She just soaks that up, and then she can just head right back into the jungle and get the XP and gold. And just kind of run this, you know, a pattern of go jungle, come back to lane so that they don't push, and then going back into jungle.
Yeah, but Tashi doing a good job of pushing this under tower and harassing Dorothy continuously. Did get hit by an Impale just a minute ago, but isn't too worried, it seems like.
Yeah, a Nyx Assassin is a pretty decent laner to actually go up against the Skywrath Mage. Oh, but he's getting dove here. He could probably Impale. Oh, he misses Impale!
But the tower might take it down.
That was...
Yeah, the Thunderstrike's going to come in. That's a dead. That's the first blood. Good rotation coming in from the Disruptor. Just has to throw out a Thunderstrike, and not a bad first start.
Nyx Assassin is a pretty good laner to have against the Skywrath Mage. The Skywrath Mage is going to want to throw out an Arcane Bolt, and if he times his skills correctly together, he wants to spike Carapace, the first one, which will stun the Skywrath, and it will help him land a guaranteed Impale on him.
Top lane Legion having to try to escape Boop and Ursa, but isn't able to be blocked out. Another Dual Breath coming out, retreating back under tower. Ursa diving in, looking for this kill, throws the overwhelming odds, is going to be able to outrun Ursa, turns to try to finish him off, but is afraid he's going to go down as well.
Oh!
A rotation coming in from Lina, able to finish him off with the Dragon Slave. Good rotation.
A little bit overzealous there, and maybe it's like slight miscommunication because when you want to dive as a team because Ursa tanked a lot of tower hits there, and if Boop followed in, he could easily have gotten a range auto attacks off. Lina got careful, but again, there's kind of miscommunication here. If they just had Jakiro in position, or even the Ursa there would have been a free kill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just looks like 1 or 2 more right clicks and she would have been dead. Meanwhile, Aggie putting some pressure on the Sven under tower, throwing out some quill sprays. It's getting really low. Throws out a Stormhammer, and Warcry turns on him. Aggie might go down here. But Sal's up and he's able to escape mid lane. More Arcane Bolts and an Impale coming out. Dorothy harassing Watashi. Watashi needs to be careful.
Yeah, Watashi gotta watch out about throwing the next Arcane Bolt because if... Oh, nice silence. He silenced Dorothy so he couldn't spike Carapace step back. Because if he didn't silence her, he was definitely dead. from Dorothy's Spike Carapace into a few other attacks. You could just even in the Mango to secure that kill with Impale.
Disruptor rotating here mid lane on Watashi. Kinetic Fields traps him in with a Thunderbolt. Thunderstrike. Dorothy almost goes down. Will go down.
Creeps.
No, the creeps. Unable. Less than 30 health and will TP back. Wow, that was close. I thought he was going to go down to the creeps there.
Yeah. Thankfully, Sanguine Penguin was there to be able to de-aggro those creeps off of him.
Got a fairly even game so far, back and forth.
Yeah, definitely. George Please doing a lot better this game.
Rotation in on by Kissyberry on here on the bottom lane to harass Aggie back, but no threat to his life quite yet. I like this Disruptor's doing really well, rotating around and providing support in all lanes.
Yeah, kind of reminiscent of that Bounty Hunter last game. Seems like wherever he's going, he's been able to find kills so far. Both kills can be attributed to him.
Stormhammer coming out from Sven. Misses the Light Strike array. Here comes another
back,
kinetic.
Maybe? No, that's going to go on him like this. Oh, hey, you guys watch out.
Oh, he's going to go down. Throws out the Stormhammer. Co-stuns the Disruptor, but unable to get him underneath tower. But Aggie will go down. Tried to come in to help out under the kinetic field, but was too low.
Yeah, just a little too excited over that great kinetic field.
Oh, but here comes a hasted Nyx looking to pick off a Sven.
Yeah, this would be a perfect kill here. He has the Impale ready. Oh, he doesn't go for the Sven. Oh, he can't go for the Sven. All he needs to land is the Impale. Oh,
yep.
Good stuff.
Nice gank.
Yeah, the lane's going so much better this time for George Fliz. Although they are kind of lagging behind the network because they are kind of falling behind when it comes to last hits.
How's this Bloodseeker doing? Talon, Aki, Windlace, Boots. So, not too bad.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of expect to lose on the network battle when you have a jungler. Oh, Aggie going gone again here bot lane.
Is he going to be able to finish him off? He's chasing him. One more right click.
Aggie should be fast enough.
Oh, there's out the Stormhammer.
Oh, the Bloodseeker Thirst Vision.
Dorothy going down to Watashi in the mid lane, but Watashi getting Thunderstruck. Here comes a Bloodright. Gets ruptured. Watashi does go down, but Ferris comes in and cleans up the Disruptor. Jakiro TP's in just a little bit too late to save his friend, but is here to soak up some experience as he's only level 3.
So this is the thing about junglers, right? It's a greedy lineup, and you're expected to lose a laning phase as the Radiant. And when you're going up as a jungler, it's about kind of trying to push the advantage in the laning phase. And George Fleece has done a great job, early so far. But it's about how much advantage they can make. And Bloodseeker is already coming out, and his early game presence has already netted him 2 kills.
Does he have 2 kills?
He didn't get 2 kills, but his early game presence has resulted towards 2 kills.
Yeah, you're right.
So, first thing, pretty decent job.
OD Law getting gone on. Mystic Flare coming out by Watashi, trying to clean. He does finish off the Ursa and able to save OD Law's life from Dorothy, who rotated to this top lane. Meanwhile, Disruptor catches Sven in a Static Storm, and he will get brought down by a Thunderstrike from Penguin. Although Disruptor coming in with Bloodright, unable to catch them in it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And then Sanguine Penguin rotates immediately to top. Odla smartly backs off.
Yeah. Oof, yeah, real low. Sanguine Penguin trying to bring back Kissy Bear is able to do it with a kinetic field, and this will be a dead Luna or Lena.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to be doing with a Disruptor. Disruptor Ursa, a very good combo here. You want to run away from Ursa, Disruptor. You don't want to run away from a Disruptor because you can't run away from him.
Yeah,
So,
there's no getting away from him.
yeah, it's a class combo. Dorothy just waiting for its mana boots. He should be able to pick it up pretty soon here and get full mana. And I'm assuming he's going to look for a Vendetta move right away.
Sven's still trading hits down here in this bottom lane against Aggie. A lot of harass coming out. Lina TP's in. Bloodseeker.
Dorothy has
nope.
moved bot lane with the Vendetta. Spots out Lina.
Misses the
Impale
impale,
misses.
but enough. Oh, two-man stun come out. Dragon Slave coming out, but the mana burn comes and a Quill Spray to finish her off. Meanwhile, Ferris comes in, ruptures Blood Rights, and this will probably be a dead Dorothy, and able to finish off Aggie off on the side, trying to TP out as well. Ursa now in the top lane trying to pressure the tower, but creeps are there to push him back.
Yeah, Dire just can't seem to make these rotations happen more properly.
Yeah, I think this Radiant team is doing a good job of rotating in when need be, as they had two heroes respawn to this bot lane and was able to turn that gank into a double kill.
Yeah. It's always a smart idea to bring your supports along for ganks like that, because if Disruptor or Jakiro was there, that fight could have gone completely the other way.
Dire's bottom tower.
It's when it comes to these kind of like team competitive scenarios, you can always expect TP rotation from the other team. So you always want to make sure you bring extra reinforcements on your side, because it's not always as simple as it looks when you start the gank.
Got a 4-man rotation down here on the bot lane, 3-man smoke. Sven might get caught here if he's not careful.
Is under attack.
Bloodseeker does have Rupture to come in and help.
They spawn out.
There's had a
this
ward,
Sentry ward.
but is it going to be enough? Yeah, this will be enough to bring down the Sven. Ruptures the Jakiro, but he's just going to TP out. Gets Glimpse back as well. Lina, a little bit too late as well. So 4-man rotation for the Sven. Pretty worth, I'd say.
Dire's middle tower.
Yep, I mean, you gotta keep this man down. It's definitely one of the stronger characters in this patch, especially with the jungle changes. And he does have a little bit of a rough game ahead of him, because Nexus, it's very hard for him to avoid Nexus Spike Carapace just because of Cleave.
Yeah.
Nexus is moving in here, but Watashi is waiting with the double damage.
Oh, and the dual Mystic Flare. That's an easy dual win.
Free dual win every single time they have those two combo up together.
And did they get the tower? Yeah, okay, yeah. They got the tower, just wasn't sure if a hero got it. Nope. Lina getting caught in a Kinetic Storm, or Static Storm, will probably go down. Oh, Light Strike away, and a Dragon Slave to come in.
Oh,
Aggie,
you gotta watch out, man.
Mystic Flare, gonna be...
Shouldn't kill him. He has a lane rain drop, which will absorb it. But there's a second one coming in. Oh, there's another one coming in. Oh, another Rupture.
On Sven survives. War Cries and is able to get out. Dang. How does this Sven survive so many times?
Character is real strong right now, and that's with like Mask. He was tanking tower with Mask of Madness up. That's like -5 armor.
Macro Pyre on the mid lane, push Liquid Fire on the tower.
Radiant's middle tower is
I think this will be a. I think they're gonna give it up. Oh no, Lina TP's in. Gonna try to deny it.
Right. But next might be looking for a kill here. It should be an easy kill.
Yep, gets her.
No.
And the tower on top of it.
middle tower has fallen.
Meanwhile, bot lane. Thought there was going to be a fight break out here, but looks like they're just going to do the dance. Kinetic field. Penguin gets ruptured and blood rided, and yeah, he accepts his fate and dies. Aggie, though, running away. Sven needs to be careful though. Here comes the Jakiro. Nope. Jakiro TP's in top lane. Ursa real low, but the spike or the impale coming out from Dorothy to finish off the Legion commander. Now Watashi's on the run. Are they going to be able to catch him? No ice path from Boop, so able to escape with his life. That was a really good impale from Dorothy to save. Well, it looks like he died anyway, but to prolong his death.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structure
Yeah, these some of these I feel like heroes from George Please sticking around a little too long when they shouldn't have. Dorothy could have kind of ran away from there, but he wanted to stick around for the kill XP, and unfortunately that was just in range for the Mystic Flare to catch him.
Sven might get caught here by Penguin.
He could glimpse back.
But here
Oh,
comes
no
Ferris
glimpse.
and another Rupture. And another Blood Right.
Drop off Static Storm?
Yep, there goes Static Storm, but out here comes the Stormhammer. Sven going nuts, but he gets blown up by Ursa. Ferris needs to be careful now. He's getting low. The Nasal Goo keeping him in place, and he'll go down to the claws of Khaleesi.
Yeah, definitely the scary thing about initiating on the Disruptor there, especially when you're stacked. Kind of getting Static Stormed and caged. Initiating going on top. There's a
They
lot
duel
of ultis going out.
Duel finishes off Dorothy. I thought he was going to go down by standing in the Macropyre. Good Macropyre placement. Trying to TP out, but able to finish him off.
Yeah, unfortunately Mystic Flare doing just a slightly more damage than the Macropyre. Also,
Blink
having to
initiation by Ursa on the bot lane on Kissy Bear. Kissy Bear able to Light Strike array him, but is she going to be able to get away in time? Bloodright comes out
Oh, no,
and a
Khaleesi's now in
Rupture.
danger. Oh,
Dragon
he's
Slave
just
coming
running
out
around.
and tries to get out, but Ferris is there to finish him off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Man, yeah, he kind of got screwed there.
Yeah.
Closing in on his Force Staff as well. Dorothy.
George Please might want to try to group and fight. Oh,
Oh,
Dorothy just gets an easy kill there on a low health Lina.
just
One right click with Vendetta.
pokes
all
her in
he
the eye and just kills her.
Yeah. So it looks like this is a classic Bloodseeker build, going for Yules to stop TPs and then a Force Staff right away.
Dire's
Such a rude build.
Yeah. It's a good build to go when you know you don't have to carry as Bloodseeker. He has plenty of carry on his team with Sven, Legion, and Skarath. All he wants to do is play utility here. Force Staff, you can easily save your teammates with, on top of using it to burst people with a Rupture. Yule's obviously a great item to just have.
Yeah, he's doing some pretty good lane pressuring as well. Clearing
Yeah.
out waves with that Blood Right. Big wave coming in on this top lane. And they're going to let it attack tower, trying to catch someone out. But lo and behold, there's 4 heroes up here. Blink. Oh, he blinks out in time. Throws out. Duels the Bristleback, but out. And the Mystic Flare
wow.
coming out. Able to get the dual damage before going down. Sven is able to go. Goes down. Watashi trying to get out. But blinks in by Ursa. Liquid Fire on him as well. And the Mana Burn. But gets glimpsed back into a kinetic field. And will go down. Although someone, Khaleesi, I think, someone got
He's
ruptured.
And we're gonna blade it, but he defends off both of them with the
3-man
rage.
Light Strike array, but will they be able to finish him off? 2-man Impale, and he's going to be able to escape with his life. But Kissy Bear going down. Ferris might go down here as well. Gets Ice Pass, throw it down to the Blood Right, and they finally back off, but not before losing 4 heroes.
Yeah, super fast Bloodseeker because everyone's low.
Man, I'm trying to figure out how Ursa blinked out in time. Because
He just ran away. He just waited for the Rupture to end and then just ran away the other direction.
oh no, I'm talking about so Legion blinked in and he immediately blinked out. It was
Oh, yeah.
crazy reaction time.
Yeah, just great reactions. Maybe he just kind of sniffed the smoke coming in and he had his fingers on the blink button.
Maybe, yeah. But Jakiro going down to Ferris.
Yeah,
Ursa
well
trying
worked
to
as long
Rosh
as they
now.
can secure this Roshan. They do take it.
Penguin gets disrupted again, but has teammates there. Blink in by Ursa.
He has
Ferris
Aegis. So
does
this is
gets
first life.
popped. Here in comes help. Kissy Bear gets Kinetic Field and Thunderstruck.
No mana
Khaleesi
on
looking,
Dorothy, though.
blinks in, slams, finishes off. Oh, isn't able to finish off Penguin with the Laguna Blade, but easy duel for the Legion Commander. And they're trying to catch, but he gets blinked back as well. Ferris, though, still on the
Penguin
hunt.
might get chased down. He does have the maximum thirst on him. They would want the there's
Oh,
a force staff into overwhelming odds.
nice. Double kill.
Yeah, we see the blood playing this kind of weird utility Bloodseeker, and it is indeed powerful. Oh, but Ursa
Blink.
hasn't had enough. Oh man, the Yules and Ferris's items just don't work.
Yeah, Ferris is having so much impact in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, and he has the
Sven,
highest last hits too.
Sven able to get away just barely. No, it's turn around. Nasal goo going on Kissy Bear, but we'll turn around. Sven trying to regen some of this health, but needs to be careful. One hit and he's down.
Bristleback going for a Blade Mail next, which would be a great item against to have against the Bloodseeker. If he of course has enough health, can just run away from Bloodseeker with the Rupture on him and will kill the Bloodseeker. Aggie finds Kissy Bear.
Impale comes out, and that's a dead Lena.
Breaks.
Do you think this? Do you think he's going to go for a Solar Crest next after his Blade Mail?
Solar Crest is what you usually see standard on Bristle, and I do like the item quite a bit here. Still, you can place it on whoever is getting dueled. It makes it like more survivable there. You can always just not put on anyone and grant himself some dodge chance and armor. It's high utility.
Oh, Ferris needs to be careful. But in comes the Skywrath rotating in. Kinetic Field coming out, not catching either hero. And now in comes the Legion. One by one. Rupture comes out on Aggie. Aggie tries to TP out in time.
Oh!
Does make it out in time. Crazy. Wow. But down goes the Legion to Ursa. Ursa gets a kill on Ferris as well. Now Kissy Bear caught in the middle. 4 heroes will get taken down, but not before she throws out the Laguna Blade. But Penguin's able to survive.
Is under attack.
And Sven
they
getting
find
caught
Skywrath
out by an
again.
impale. Throws out the Stormhammers, 1v1ing Khaleesi, but Khaleesi is going to win this. Ice Path comes out and he goes down as well. Now Watashi gets a glimpse back into the trees, and where everybody knows where he is. Can he outrun this team? Blinks in, tries to finish off Penguin. Penguin does go down, but Watashi just getting gone on. Too much dots on him, and just too many heroes.
And time again, they are just grouping a little too close when they're initiating, and this Disruptor is landing insane static storms and kinetic fields. Also, the only reason that Bristleback got out of that situation was because Bloodseeker tried to use, but unfortunately he targeted a creep.
Oh,
So it was a creep getting tornado, and Aggie got to just channel his full duration TP right in front of their faces.
but I guess you gotta look at it on the bright side. Creeps, they normally die too much. None of them get to have any fun, so you got to have a little bit of a amusement park sort of feel there for a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So some good
Get
coming
to
out
see
of
the
it.
world, get to fly a little bit.
So this is what it feels like to be a flying courier.
This is what it feels like to be targeted by spells.
Oh man, now this Dire team looking to put some pressure on this bot lane and gank anyone that comes near. But
Yeah, I do like the fact that George Bliss is playing really aggressive with their team. I think a lot of downfall of their last game was the fact that they didn't group early on, and they're definitely remedying that this game by grouping and staying together as 5.
Ferris now gets bullied away by Aggie and Dorothy.
Meanwhile, top Legion Commander and Lena are pushing this tower pretty hard, so they might be actually going for a trade. Oh, but Lubuska gets caught. They don't really have any way to do more damage to him. They're TPing back to protect the tier 2 to prevent the trade.
Immediately
they want
blinks
duel.
duels, and this will be a dead Bristleback, and they may look to keep taking this tower, but more and more heroes are on their way.
Yeah, that was a ballsy TP. I thought Eggy was going to have a lot more teammates behind him, but no, he was just by himself, and the triple combo was able to take him down.
Radiant team now backing up. Sven trying to get out, but Ice Path barely catches him. Sets up enough time for these here to get an impale out and miss. Khaleesi jumps in, able to tear down the Lina. Rupture comes out, keeping him in place. Sven trying to face him as well. OD Law gets taken down by Khaleesi. Macropyre comes down by Boop. And impale on the Bloodseeker, but misses. Boop also getting low. Watashi just trying to cause some chaos. And he, I think it's glimpsed back. And Ferris is able to claim the Jakiro as well. 3-for-3 trade here in the top lane. Man, we're like almost dead even in net worth.
Yeah. Currently, four Radiant heroes are between Khaleesi and Bristleback in net worth. So the net worth is very swinging heavily for Khaleesi. He is basically the entire team right now. 11k net worth on him, and his friend Bristleback falling 4k behind them. So if the Radiant can manage to take out Khaleesi before the fight starts, the fight should be theirs. But that is a lot harder to do.
Yeah, and this Ursa's really hitting his stride right about now. But I kind of fear for what this team is going to look like in about 10 to 15 minutes, where these Radiant heroes start getting a couple items and Ursa starts falling off in this late game. Whether or not his team was going to be able to rally around him.
Ursa hasn't been really the target of ruptures in these fights, which kind of helped him a lot. But
Sven
once Ferris gets his...
gets impaled, Ursa jumps on him and just blows him up with that Desolator.
Yeah, they're just snowballing with this advantage.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please continue.
No, please interrupt me when there are fights going on so I stop talking like an idiot. But yeah, if Ferris can pick up this Aghanim Scepter, which he is about 1,500 gold away, he should always have a Rupture ready for this Ursa to stop him from chasing everyone on his team down.
Blink, double blade mail, but Oddlaw does get the dual damage, gets glimpsed back under tower. Kinetic Field unable to get him, and Lina getting caught out in a Macropyre and a Ice Path, able to get off the Laguna Blade, but unable to save herself. Meanwhile, Ferris playing with Dorothy, some ring around the rosy up here on the top lane. They eventually look to back off. No, they're going mid lane. Oddlaw gets caught out by Khaleesi, pops this blade mail, but I don't think Ursa really cares about your blade mail. Blinks.
Nice juke.
Good juke. Pops the shrine to be able to reinitiate. Out comes another Bloodright. Doesn't catch anyone. Ursa blinks in on Sven. Ice Path, Rupture. But this is looking like a dead Sven. Yep. Duel on the backlines on...
aggressive duel.
Yeah, able to get it off. In comes Bloodseeker, but does get the Spike Carapace off, and looks like he's going to be able to make it away. Although Jakiro needs to be careful. Throws down the Dual Breath. Not much to do. Ursa on the backlines, though, tears apart the Lina. Throws down the Macropyre. Boop will go down, and Ursa gets caught in a Mystic Flare and will go down. That's a godlike streak over. But Freyaris now getting chased by Dorothy, able to bring him down, and Aggie's now chasing, but Dorothy able to, or Watashi able to disjoint the nasal goo, and they pop a shrine.
That was a long fight.
Yeah, that was.
I don't even know who came on top. Looks like the fight recap says it's the Radiant that coming on top. That Ursa kill was worth a lot of money.
Yeah. How much was that? 800 gold for the Ursa.
Still Ursa with a comfortable net worth lead. He's very close to his BKB being finished too, and once he has his BKB, he's going to be almost unstoppable. Yeah. You might also want to think about committing to a Linken's here, because getting ruptured is really, really, really bad for him.
Yeah. And then if he does get a Linken's, ruptures them, pops Linken's, if they really want,
Ruptures them again.
yeah, they'll have to commit both. Another dual Mystic Flare coming out to secure another kill for Oddlaw, who now has
I feel like-
104 dual damage.
I feel like we've seen Eggy die up here to the duel, I think, like 3 times in a row.
I think so,
Just
and it's always
not a good place for him to be.
no. It's like the bad part of town, man. You just got to
Yeah.
avoid it.
But he just wants to take this Legion on, show him who's boss.
He's got balls. Dorothy though might catch out Kissy Bear. Another impale, and yep, down she goes. Another blink, tries to duel, but Spike Carapace catches him. Stagstorm gets thrown down. In comes the Ursa, and will take down the Legion. Bloodright comes out, but doesn't catch anybody in it.
Yeah, I like to really commend Sanguine Penguin for his plays this game. I feel like he's winning so many of their team fights. His Static Storms has been on point this entire game.
I agree. And they're looking to take this second Roche, get cheese with it too.
Yeah, and this is also going to be Black King Bar for Ursa. Ursa equipped with a Aegis and a Black King Bar is going to be quite unstoppable. He even has a cheese. He should probably, yeah, he's going to keep that for himself. He's not going to get that. Oh my, he's just going to hoard everything. Oh, never mind. He gives the cheese over to the Eggy. Smart idea.
Or it could be he's like, hey, hold this for me. Give it back to me. Sanguine Penguin, though, tries to defend his tier 2 and will go down to the Sven. Sven TP's out.
Watashi has his TP, but looks like he wants to stay around a little bit more, maybe gets a little bit more creep pushes, but he sees the Jakiro and decided otherwise.
Ferris, though, is seen by Dorothy, and in comes the Ursa. Blinks in, Impale lands, and Ferris uses the Ursa, but Dorothy's like, okay, I'll just poke you in the eye, and you'll go down.
This is also Bloodseeker now picked up with the Aghanim Scepter, although we haven't seen Rupture in a little while.
So
him being on the back foot so far.
A Lincoln's being built by Dorothy. What do you think about that?
Radiant's middle tower.
Lincoln's by Dorothy.
The Nyx.
I think Lincoln's a pretty good item this game. I mean, you want to prevent the duel, you want to prevent the Rupture, you also want to prevent the Ancient Seal from Skywrath Mage. So I think it's a pretty excellent item.
Yeah.
And Skywrath Mage can pop the Arcane Bolt, but Arcane Bolt is really slow. So it's like going to take forever to get there. So it basically kind of neuters Radiant's initiation potential against them.
Legion hides with a Shadow Blade and finishes off Nyx, who TP's in trying to save the tower. Oddlaw gets glimpsed back, but isn't able to be held in the kinetic field, trying to get away. But in comes Jakiro. Now she gets caught in the kinetic field and will go down here to 3 heroes. Ursa just barely showing up to the party late.
Yeah. But this Legion is becoming a problem. It's 122 dual damage already. Surprisingly, Legion didn't take the 20 XP gain talent. If she has taken that at level 10 now, I'm sure she'll be level 25 by now. Legion's level 25 talents are one of the most insane ones in the game.
Yeah.
Both of them. Minus 8 second press attack cooldown. Just permanent strong dispels and heals, and also plus 40 dual damage. Can get you a Divine Rapier for free in no time.
Yeah, for real. See, or you can buy a rapier and just be EE yourself.
Yeah, just pick up that 30-minute Rapier.
Yeah.
Just believe in yourself.
Pull a Roland.
Believe in the power of your friends. And then if you die, blame your friends.
Dire's
Radiant putting some pressure on this tier 2, pushing in the waves. Might wait to see if someone shows up, and Aggie does show up here. And with Nyx slightly behind, they might try to initiate on this.
Radiant's top tower is
In comes the Nyx. They spot the Lena coming through. No, she's invis. So
Yeah, you should watch out.
top lane
Michael
though.
pretty bad.
They initiate on Aggie, but in comes Disruptor immediately. But the Nyx shows up as well. Sven coming in, throws out the Stormhammer. Watashi, it's going to go down to Thunderstrike, and they lose their top tower. In comes both Oddlaw and Ferris chasing down Khaleesi. Khaleesi gets ruptured, trying to run away.
He is Aegis.
And yeah, he doesn't care. He's going to get ready to fight now. But
Blink daggers.
3 heroes here. Immediately
Oh,
gets
he gets dueled
dueled up.
immediately.
Are they going to be able to bring him down in time? Yes. 140 damage from this Legion.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Legion is also pretty strong network lead here, almost rivaling the Sven. This is the advantage of having a jungler. Bloodseeker, Legion, and Sven at super high net worth here.
Yeah. So Sven is sitting on 4.2k gold. What do you see him building into with this?
BKB is always nice, considering there's a decent bit of magic and a lockdown coming from the Jakir and the Disruptor. And Disruptor is pretty far from being able to get a Egg Scepter, so it'd be very good. Oh, another duel. The Radiant
Ice
jungle.
Path coming out, but will it be enough? Nope, barely gets it off. Rupture coming out by Boop and tries to TP out, but the Yules, and that will be a dead Boop. Just booped him on the nose. So yeah.
Disruptor is going for a Lincoln Sphere, which I agree with. I mean, it's a very awkward item for Ursa to build. I'm assuming he's building it just so he can place it on the Ursa. But that means the supports are quite far from being able to build a Yules, and I think Yules would be also a very good item.
Oh. Kissy Bear knows Dorothy's there because she throws in a Light Strike array, but Dorothy had a Spike Carapace up. Ferris ruptures Yules', and another Spike Carapace, but will end up dying.
They resigned themselves to the fate.
Yeah. So Sven actually bought a Chrysalis, building into this Daedalus, rather than going for has that and the Demon Edge.
Yeah, he is very close to the Daedalus, and he
Well,
actually despises it
yep.
right now, doing full damage. He's not scared of nobody. Another thing he got to watch out is the Nyx Assassin, right? Like, he can just be cleaving on someone next second, just kind of blink on top of him with that Spike Carapace, and he'll get stunned for quite a long time. So I think this is a very risky build-up, but if he makes sure he's not the one that's engaging first, this might pay off well for him.
Yeah. I think he's feeling that he thinks that the Ursa is going to start falling off here soon. Here comes a Rupture up here.
Another one.
Oh, gets stunned up and caught in the blood right and just goes down.
Yeah, that's the Daedalus crit right there, 1400 damage.
He does have buyback though, although he is down for 70 seconds. And there they get the buyback. Sven blinks in, stuns the Jakiro, blows him up,
my
and then
God.
gets a free ticket out of town with the glimpse.
Yeah, there's 2 buybacks. Radiant might just want to back off here. They got all they want, honestly. Yeah, they're just gonna safely retreat. Probably check Roshan, which isn't up just yet. With double damage.
Yeah, close to coming up though, maybe. Oh wait,
It
no,
may
that's
respawn in 30 seconds, so we'll see what the respawn time is in 30 seconds.
could be up to another 3 minutes though.
Yeah.
Dorsey spots out all these heroes, but Legion goes invis, looking for somebody.
What I want to mention is that this Bloodseeker has been playing Blood Rages on his Sven and Legion Commander. That's why they've been outputting so much damage in certain instances. It's a pretty scary combo. Blood Rage plus God Strength.
Oh, she's about to walk underneath here. Gets ruptured. Oh no, Lincoln blocks it. Jakira throws down Ice Path, catches Finn. Static Storm coming down, catches 2. Oddlaw comes out, duels the Ursa. Is he going to be able to finish him off? It doesn't look like it. No, but Ursa doesn't get it either. Mystic Flare coming out, but Sven finishes off two heroes. The Guna Blade coming out, unable to finish him off either. Varus trying to get out with the Force Staff. Man, this is so splintered. Kissy Bear getting chased by Aggie, who will go down. And Ferris and Skywrath trying to make it out. Man, wow. That BKB saving Ursa's life for sure.
Yeah, for a very long time there. That made it really awkward. And Sven actually critted himself to death because there was a blade mail in front of him and he happened to crit Bristleback. That was what took him down. Another thing with that Laguna was actually reflected by Dorothy with the well-timed spike Carapace.
Yeah.
Some sweet plays coming out from the Dire players here. Another decent Static Storm there, catching this Sven, preventing him from outputting too much damage earlier in the fight.
Good job of Bloodseeker throwing out Blood Rights to continually tear apart this wave. Aggie needs to be careful though. Gets ruptured. Might accept his fate. Static Storm coming out from Penguin, keeping Watashi inside. Ferris though looking for an opportunity to help out, but gets Yules and impaled by this Nyx. And now Aggie just popping his pops the blade mail trying to kill Ferris. Gets caught in the Mystic Flare, gets Laguna bladed, and will get Force Staffed and killed by Ferris.
Yeah, that was 2 ruptures expended on to that single Bristleback. He's feeling the hate right now.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because I'm not sure if his blade mail was up, but during the first rupture, he was running away and popped the cheese. When he had the cheese and the blade mail up, he quit on a lot of damage to Bloodseeker.
Yeah. Although Bloodseeker did have the heads-up play to Yules himself while he was moving.
He did.
But this is going to be a Roche for this Radiant team. And depending on what they can do with it, this might be a game, or we'll see how long they're going to push out this game. Blink in, 2-man stun. Khaleesi trying to finish him off. They are caught in a Macro Pyre and a Static Storm. Sven goes down. But that's just Aegis. Boop, unable to get dueled up, and we'll make it out. Another rupture coming out on Penguin. He just runs right in, and will probably Force Staff. Yep, Force Staffs him in and finishes him off. Now Oddlaw just right-clicking. Blink stun, but coming out from spin, a Mystic Flare, and that's a dead Jakiro. Bristleback, the only one alive now. TP's in, and the GG's called.
Close game there.
Oh my gosh, that was.
Yeah, just a couple of good engages in a row from the Radiant team being able to take this game. But up until that point, George Plays was really pushing the pace with their aggressive tower pushes and things like that. They just couldn't push their Aegis advantage to take any high ground. And just a couple of good initiations by the Legion Commander and Sven there kind of spelled their end.
Yeah, wow, that was such a fun game to watch, and like, man, back and forth, like down to the last minute, really. Man, that was
being able to see these non-meta heroes is also quite refreshing. Skywrath Mage, I haven't seen that hero play at such a high level in a while, and Bloodseeker also. It's just showing what these heroes can do.
Exactly. Oh, wow. Well, what a series. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Golgi, thank you so much for casting with me, man.
Yeah, well, thank you for inviting me. That was a lot of fun.
Definitely. I look forward to possibly casting some more with you in the future. And hopefully seeing these teams again, maybe fight each other or go face-to-face with some other teams. But, yeah, this has been Echo League Season 1, or Echo League Season 2, Week 1, Excellent Era versus George Please. And, yeah, we're going to sign off, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Bye.
Bye-bye.